Hey there, boys and girls. This is Mark from My Primal Being. Welcome to a special edition of the Iron Eye featuring Mark Bell, Silent Mike, and the rest of the Slingshot crew.
It is so important for you guys to understand that it's not about the program that you're on. It's not about steroids. It might be. It's not about, some movies are, right? It's not about supplements. It's not always just about your diet. All those things can be a factor. But if you want to be a fucking savage, if you want to take control of your life and you want to become a champion, you want to kick ass in powerlifting or kick ass in life, you are going to have to surround yourself with like-minded people.
Give that man a round of applause. Are you guys in tears? Because I'm in tears. Those were some very inspirational words from Mark Bell about crushing it in the gym or in the rest of your life. And that happens to be, if you want to do something great, you need to take massive action. And here is Adam Rodriguez, a.k.a. Hulk Smash, one of the regulars at Barbell Brigade, doing just that. Here's Silent Mike on the big wheels, doing just the same, crushing some extraordinary weight, showing us how it's done. And then here's little old me, fanboying, and giving Mark some monsters and some quest bars for himself and for Silent Mike so that they don't starve on the road, because touring can drain the life out of you.
You got us recording?
Yeah, it's recording. So you just did a little talk about intensity. And what is it that you saw in Mike, besides him being quiet, that made you realize that he had that kind of intensity to actually stick it out?
That's an amazing question.
To actually do what?
To actually stick it out and train over the long haul.
Part of him being silent was definitely part of that. He came to the gym with the attitude and the mindset to get better and to get stronger, and he kept to himself, and that's why I was like, this motherfucker doesn't talk. What's his deal? That's when I started calling him Silent Mike. So I realized from the very beginning that he was into it. He kept to himself. He just trained. He came in there to work hard. He came in there. He was focused, and he wanted to get better.
How long have you guys been training together?
Consistently, like every single day, probably about 2.5 years, 2 years.
2.5 years.
I've been a super trainer about three and a half.
Okay.
And we've been in love for like the last 6 months or so.
Yeah.
That's new.
The flame has grown.
Yeah.
Pretty strong.
Yeah, flame is a good word for it.
Ink.
It's flaming, yeah. So I guess the only thing I would ask is like, because this is the thing I'm
It's
realizing.
not the only thing you could ask. You already asked the question.
Yeah, I've asked a couple questions.
I'm keeping tabs on this fucking shit.
$5 a question.
It's like
We're on
one,
free.
two monsters, 2 quest bars, and that's like 1 question each.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You get 4 questions.
Yeah, that's
You
a good
get 4
equation.
questions. He wins.
I'll take 2.
All right.
I'll take 2. I mean, that's a little bit much. But I guess the thing that I would ask is that for me personally, when it comes to training people, is that you kind of get a feel for people's like, oh yeah, I definitely want to train with you, and they get all excited, but you don't really get in they'll disappear like a week later.
Is
they
this
don't show up.
a training partner or someone you work with?
Someone I work with.
Like they came to you, paid you $50 to train them, and then
Yeah,
they
and then
disappear?
they just kind
Are you
of.
talking about my brother? Yeah, that's me.
You did compete though. You were in the movie.
Oh no, he's a monster.
He
Yeah.
threw himself in his own
450.
fucking movie.
No,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
fucking
500.
strong. Like I can't hold a candle to you.
No, deadlifted 6.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to. He's very gassy.
I had to
Well,
have some
550
Chinese
broken
food.
down.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
So I guess my question to you is like, what was it like? Was your silence kind of the sign that you were committed to this and you weren't gonna say anything and you were just gonna stick it out?
Silence, one was intimidation. Everybody was way stronger than me, way older than me, and number 2 was that I had been personal training and coaching probably for 2 or 3 years before I came to super training. I read West Side books, I read the book Super Training, but I didn't want to come in there like a dickhead and be like, oh, Mark Bell, this is how I train. No, I want to go in and learn. That's the reason I showed up, is to learn from them. So I shut up, learned, and I'm still learning.
Fantastic. Oh, that's pretty solid.
This is the post-seminar seminar.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, great.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure.